After years of estrangement, Britney Spears has finally reunited with her son Jayden James Federline, according to exclusive sources who spoke to Page Six. The emotional weight of this moment is not lost on Britney, as her relationship with her sons has been one of the most significant sources of emotional conflict throughout her tumultuous life in the public eye. Pop star, known for her multi-platinum albums and countless hit songs, has spent much of her career under the microscope of intense media scrutiny. From her early rise to fame as a teenage pop sensation to her very public struggles with mental health and her battle to regain autonomy over her own life, Britney's journey has been one of constant scrutiny, personal challenges, and emotional highs and lows. It is no surprise, then, that her relationship with her children, especially her two sons, Sean Preston and Jayden, has been complicated by the ups and downs of her personal life. In recent years, the relationship between Britney and her sons, particularly Jayden, had been strained. The fracture in their bond came at a time when Britney was fighting to free herself from the conservatorship that had controlled much of her life for over a decade. This legal arrangement, which was put in place in 2008 following Britney's very public breakdown, limited her autonomy in almost every area of her life, including her ability to make decisions for her children. Throughout the years, as Britney navigated the conservatorship, her relationship with her sons became strained, marked by periods of silence, emotional distance, and eventually estrangement. The breakup between Britney and her sons wasn't just the result of external pressures, though. It was also shaped by the personal choices and decisions that both Britney and her ex-husband, Kevin Federline, made. Kevin, the father of Britney's two children, played a significant role in the boys' lives, especially as Britney's life became more chaotic and unstable in the early 2000s. Kevin's decisions regarding the boys' upbringing and their living arrangements would become a point of contention between him and Britney, particularly as her mental health struggles became more public. Despite this, Kevin's legal fight for custody of the boys was successful, and he became the primary caretaker for Sean Preston and Jayden for many years. As the years went on, it became clear that Kevin and Britney's relationship was complicated, and their co-parenting efforts were often fraught with tension. When Kevin moved the boys to Hawaii in 2023, it was another chapter in the ongoing saga of Britney's relationship with her children. Kevin had relocated to the islands after his wife, Victoria Prince, got a job as a volleyball coach at the University of Hawaii. Britney, though, didn't see the boys before they left, which marked the continuation of their distance from one another. Despite her consent for the move, the physical and emotional distance between Britney and her sons only seemed to deepen. For a time, it seemed as though the possibility of any reconciliation between them was distant at best, a painful reality for Britney, who had always expressed how much she loved her children, even when they were far away. Jayden's return to California is significant not only because it marks a reunion with his mother, but also because it signals a turning point in a relationship that had been broken for so long. Sources have shared that Britney is overjoyed to have Jayden back in her life. After years of emotional pain, heartache, and separation, Britney is now able to reconnect with her son. The fact that they have been spending time together suggests that there is still hope for their bond, even after everything they've gone through. For Britney, this is a moment of healing, both for herself and for her relationship with her children. The reconciliation with Jayden is not just about reconnecting after years of distance. It's also about reclaiming the lost moments and mending the wounds that have been festering for so long. While it's still unclear whether Jayden is living with Britney at her Thousand Oaks mansion, the fact that he has returned to California is a positive sign. It's a small but meaningful step forward in a relationship that has been marred by years of estrangement and public drama. It also speaks to the possibility of Jayden and Preston finding a way back to a healthy, supportive relationship with their mother, even if the process is slow and requires patience from all parties involved. For Britney, the reunion with Jayden is a glimpse of the family life that she has longed for. It is a moment of emotional relief and renewal, a sign that her personal journey toward healing may extend beyond her own struggles to include the rebuilding of her family. Jayden's return to California also comes after a brief but meaningful interaction between Britney and her sons on Mother's Day in 2023. The fact that Jayden and Preston called their mother on Mother's Day was viewed as a positive sign, a sign that the relationship between them was still salvageable despite everything that had happened in the past. Kevin Federline's lawyer, Mark Vincent Kaplan, noted that the boys' call was a step in the right direction, but he also acknowledged that reconciliation would take time. Obviously, a reconciliation/reunification is somewhat complex and can be a process that takes some time, Kaplan said. His words reflect the complexity of the situation and the deep emotional work that will need to be done by all parties involved to rebuild the fractured relationship. The road to reconciliation is long and filled with obstacles. Jayden, in a rare interview with ITV in September 2022, opened up about the state of his relationship with his mother. His words revealed the emotional complexities at play. Jayden expressed a desire for his mother to get better mentally before they could fully reconnect. He spoke about how he believed their relationship could be healed, but only if his mother took the necessary steps to improve her mental health. "I 100% think this can be fixed. It's just going to take a lot of time and effort," Jayden said. His words were filled with a mix of hope and frustration, a reflection of the emotional turmoil that had shaped their relationship for years. At the time, Jayden's focus was on his mother's mental health, and he explained that he wanted her to get better before they could rebuild their relationship. This sentiment reflected not only his love for his mother but also the deep emotional pain he had experienced due to their separation. Jayden also spoke about his discomfort with Britney's behavior on social media, particularly her frequent nude photos. He shared that he and Preston took issue with the fact that their mother posted provocative content on Instagram, suggesting that it seemed like she was doing it for attention. "It's almost like she has to post something on Instagram to get some attention," Jayden said. This comment reflects the difficulty of being a child of a public figure like Britney, whose every move is scrutinized by the media. For Jayden, it was hard to reconcile the image of his mother that the public saw with the private reality of their relationship. In a way, it seemed like the attention-seeking behavior on social media was a barrier that kept him from fully reconnecting with his mother. In addition to his discomfort with Britney's social media presence, Jayden also spoke about how he felt his brother Preston did not receive equal love or attention from their mother. "It made me feel really bad," Jayden said. This comment reveals the deeper emotional pain that Jayden had experienced as a result of his fractured relationship with Britney. For him, the sense of being overlooked or excluded in favor of his older brother contributed to his emotional distance from his mother. This dynamic likely added to the already difficult emotional terrain that both boys had to navigate as they tried to come to terms with their family's dysfunction. The sense of favoritism that Jayden felt only deepened the sense of isolation and frustration that he had been experiencing for years.